It's like, this is the best Christmas gift to myself ever. I'm already having a good Christmas. To me, this is, this was the first antique I ever bought in 1979 in Santa Barbara, downtown Santa Barbara. I bought it for 25 or 35 bucks. But so anyway, every time I run across this typewriter that I've thrown away, I start reminiscing about the past. I just love vintage stuff. I love antique stuff. I want to tell you about this company. My feather pen. I won't be doing that much typing, really. It's kind of loud. The keys are kind of loud, but it smells just like you would think antique would smell like. It smells just like an antique store. The Royal Typewriter Company. The Royal Typewriter Company was a manufacturer of typewriters headquartered in New York City, with its factory in Hartford, Connecticut. Founded in 1904, Royal Typewriter Company, founded in January 1904 in a machine shop in Brooklyn, New York by Edward B. Hess and Louis C. Myers. In 1905, with their limited cash running out, Hess and Myers turned to Thomas Fortune Ryan, the wealthy financier. They demonstrated their machine, which had numerous innovations, including friction-free, ball-bearing, one-track rail to support the weight of the carriage, a new paper feed, a lighter, faster type bar action, and complete visibility of the words as they are typed. Ryan was impressed and put up $220,000 in exchange for financial control. Wow, that was probably a ton of money back then in 1904. In March 1906, the first Royal typewriter, the Royal Standard, was sold. The Royal Standard was different from its competition in that it had a flatbed design. With demand increasing, Royal purchased 5.25 acre Hartford, Connecticut as the new site for its manufacturing facility. The original plans called for floor capacity 250,000 square feet and cost $350,000 to build. In 1908, Royal began manufacturing there. 1911, Royal introduced the Royal 5 typewriter, which also utilized the flatbed design. Royal's first model utilizing the upright design was the Royal 10, which came out in 1914. Original models had two beveled glass panes on each side. 1926, Royal introduced the Roy Type brand name for its line of typewriters, typewriter ribbons, and carbon paper. Royal entered the portable typewriter market in 1926, years behind its competitors such as Underwood, L.C. Smith Corona, and Remington. In order to promote the new portable, Royal President G.E. Smith secured the exclusive sponsorship of the September 23, 1926 Dempsey-Tunney Championship fight for $35,000. This boxing match was the first nationwide radio hookup. The Daily News of New York estimated that 20 million fans from coast to coast listened to that broadcast, and Royal's introduction of its portable line of typewriters was an immediate success and launched a company to become the world's #1 selling typewriter brand. On October 9th, 1926, Hartford Daily Courant reported that Royal had just produced its 1 millionth typewriter. Oh my goodness. To promote the ruggedness of its typewriters, George Edward Smith, president of Royal, bought a Ford Stout tri-motor airplane August 1927. This plane, commonly called the Royal Air Truck, dropped over 200 typewriters in crates with parachutes to dealers over the eastern seaboard of the USA on its maiden flight. Royal eventually delivered over 11,000 this way, with only 10 being damaged. That's awesome. On January 1941, Edward B. Hess, one of Royal's founders and vice president, died in Orlando, Florida, and Hess was a prolific inventor, and he held over 140 patents relating to the typewriter. World War II brought tremendous change to Royal. In order to aid the war effort, Royal converted its manufacturing to war work exclusively. Royal would manufacture machine guns, rifles, bullets, propellers, spare parts for airplane engines. It wouldn't be until September 1945 that Royal would start typewriter production full-time again, and not until December 1948 that Royal would catch up on its pre-war backlog. 1947, Royal would produce in limited quality a gold-plated version of its deluxe model. Ian Fleming, the British novelist who wrote the James Bond novels, would use one. Many other writers, including Ernest Hemingway, used a Royal typewriter. Other typewriter manufacturers were utilized Royal's innovations in their typewriter. In 1947, Royal, did they pronounce it Royal or Royale? It seems better to say Royale. Would win patent suits against Remington and L.C. Smith Corona. In February 1950, Royal introduced its first electric typewriter, and Louis C. Myers, the surviving founder of the Royal Typewriter Company, died in Freeport, New York, at the ripe old age of 84. Worldwide demand caused Royal to open a new factory in Litton, the Netherlands, to produce typewriters in 1953. In April 1954, the Royal Typewriter Company announced its plan to merge with McBee, a leading manufacturer of accounting and statistical machines and supplies. By July, Royal stockholders approved the plan, and Royal McBee was formed. From 1954 to 1964, sales soared from $84.7 million to over $113 million. Royal McBee was consistently listed as a Fortune 500 company. Oh my goodness. In December 1957, Royal announced that it had just produced its 10 millionth typewriter. Oh my goodness. Congratulations were received from U.S. Secretary of Commerce Sinclair Weeks and the Governor of Connecticut, Abe Ribicoff. In December 1964, Litton Industries stockholders approved the acquisition of Royal McBee, and the deal became final in March of 1965. Litton would change the name of Royal McBee back to Royal Typewriter and reorganized the company into 5 divisions. Royal Typewriter, Roy Type Consumer Products, Roy Type Supplies, McBee Systems, and RMB. October 1966 saw Litton announce plan to acquire the English typewriter producer Imperial through its Royal Typewriter division. Oh my goodness. Are you guys enjoying this one? I'm just thoroughly loving this. In January 1969, Litton Industries further cemented its hold on the typewriter market by purchasing the German typewriter manufacturer Triumph Adler. Most immediately, the U.S. government filed an antitrust suit against Litton, accusing it creating a monopoly. The FTC ruled in March of 1973 that Litton had to divest itself of Triumph Adler, and Litton would appeal, and in a rare reversal, the FTC issued a ruling in April 1975 stating that Litton could keep Triumph Adler. In March 1979, Volkswagen, seeking to diversify, announced its intention to acquire 55% stake in Triumph Adler. Included in the deal was Royal Typewriter. Sales continued to climb, and by 1982, sales in North America of Royal and Triumph Adler totaled over $600 million. In April 1986, Olivetti, the Italian typewriter computer manufacturer, announced plans to purchase Triumph Adler and Royal from Volkswagen. For nearly 2 decades, Royal was a part of the Olivetti family. In September 2004, Royal became a private American company again, now known as Royal Consumer Information Products Incorporated. Royal's product line has evolved to include cash registers, shredders, personal digital assistants known as PDAs, electronic organizers, postal scales, weather stations, and a whole range of original and compatible remanufactured imaging supplies supporting today's most popular printers, faxes, and copiers. And they have a couple pictures here. I'll post the Wikipedia article that I just read. I'll post this in the description box below. I have a picture of a Royal FP typewriter and the Royal Aristocrat electric typewriter. And they have a rundown from 1906, their model from 1906 all the way to 1989. They had a manual portable typewriter made in Korea. During the 1980s and 1990s, Royal also produced consumer daisy wheel printers like the Royal Lettermaster and Royal Office Master 2000, the former being a cheaper model. Royal Typewriter is a large story element in Stephen King's novel Misery, and 60 Minutes correspondent Maury Safer was known to write all of his scripts on a Royal Typewriter. Oh my goodness. A Royal Typewriter with a Prestige Elite typeface was one of the items found at the Zodiac suspect Arthur Lee Allen's apartment, matching the typewriter that the Zodiac killer used to write letters sent to the Riverside Police Department. Oh my goodness. This was fun, you guys. Oh my goodness. I completely enjoyed this. Oh my goodness. This is